Welcome to this edition of Inside Taiwan. I'm Yvonne Neddo. Having just won his re-election, President Ma Ying-jeou continued with a hectic work schedule during the New Year holiday, participating in activities that care for the young and old. Ma has been tight-lipped about the highly anticipated cabinet reshuffle, the results of which is expected to be announced after the New Year period. A close friend of Ma's, Li Liqun, reportedly reminded the president that while many cabinet officials are well qualified academically, they've yet to gain the practical knowledge of how to best serve the people. Meanwhile, Ma is expected to discuss the cabinet reshuffle with high-level officials after the 4th of the Lunar New Year. Despite his poor Hokkien, President Ma Ying-jeou picked up the microphone and emceed the Zhuazhou ceremony, which is an ancient Chinese folk tradition practiced to predict a one-year-old baby's fortune, temperament, and social status. During the proceedings, the twin brother grabbed the microphone on the table, and surprisingly, the twin sister also picked up the microphone as well, which Ma interpreted as a symbolism of a possible career in TV hosting. While many began their 9-day holiday starting from the 21st, the day before the Chinese New Year's Eve, newly re-elected President Ma had a hectic work schedule. After participating in the Zhuazhou ceremony in Luzhou, Ma visited an orphanage, then joined a dinner party with the elderly who live alone in New Taipei City. Earlier in the day, Ma accompanied his mother to shop at a local market in preparation for the first Lunar New Year celebration since his successful re-election. As for the cabinet reshuffle, there are no public schedules between the 4th and 8th of the Lunar New Year, during which Ma is expected to discuss the highly anticipated issue with high-level officials. The National Palace Museum in Taipei will remain open during the 9-day New Year holiday, showcasing a rare collection of fresco wall paintings from the Louvre. As a reminder, most museums nationwide will be open to the public starting from the 2nd day of the Lunar New Year. Currently on exhibition is Chinese dissident artist Ai Weiwei's work at the Taipei Fine Arts Museum. Dubbed Ai Weiwei Absent, the first floor of the exhibition during the Lunar New Year features 12 bronze heads representing Chinese zodiac symbols, while the second floor will feature the Taiwan Film Exhibition. However, the museum will not be open to the public until after New Year's Day. Meanwhile, a rare collection of fresco wall paintings from the Louvre will be among 100 works from 7 French museums being displayed at the National Palace Museum, which will stay open during the holidays. The exhibition, titled Western Mythology and Legends, selected works from the Louvre collection, feature ancient Greek pottery, frescoes from the ancient city of Pompeii, and 16th to 19th century paintings and sculptures. There are other exhibitions featured at National Museum of History, Kaohsiung Museum of Fine Arts, which will open on New Year's Day.
Thank you for tuning in to Inside Taiwan. I'm Melvin. A historical landmark in Taiwan, the Taipei Grand Hotel, located on Yuanshan Hill, is also known as the Cave of Dragons, featuring more than 220,000 dragon sculptures on the rooftop, columns, ceiling, and walls. The main attraction among the hotel guests and tourists is a brass dragon sculpture from the Japanese colonial area. And here's a look.
While temples abound in dragon sculptures, the Grand Hotel, the landmark structure on Yuanshan, feature more than 220,000 dragons in different shapes and styles. The Year of the Dragon carries significance in Chinese societies as it symbolizes imperial power, success, and luck. Carvings of the legendary creature can be found on the rooftop, columns, ceiling, and walls, an attraction to not only the hotel guests, but also tourists that make the special trip in search of the legend. But what has attracted the attention of most tourists and hotel guests is the sculpture sitting in the Golden Dragon Hall on the 2nd floor, which is what remains of the temple that used to sit on the site of the current Grand Hotel. Originally known as the Taiwan Shrine, The brass dragon sculpture inside had miraculously survived through World War II and plane crashes in the past century. The so-called Dragon Tail Cave was later selected by Song Meiling to build a hotel in 1952. The 100-year-old brass dragon was different from the traditional Chinese-style dragons, as it only has 3 claws rather than 5, and therefore the dragon could be a work of the Japanese during the colonial period. Another refined decoration featuring dragons in the hotel is the plum blossom-shaped sculpture in the lobby ceiling, the intricate artwork of which features dragons and phoenixes as a symbol of fortune. What served as a common reception venue for foreign dignitaries is now a modern-day platform for the launch of historical and cultural products, attracting the attention of guests and tourists from all over the world. Thousands of people are rushing into temples nationwide at midnight in a bid to make their first incense offerings, which is a folk tradition that brings a prosperous new year. Temple goers were not deterred by the rain in Yunlin County of Central Taiwan, as Fuxing Temple in Xiluo, Chaotian Temple in Beigang, and Gongfan Temple located in Mailiao were packed with record numbers of devotees. Let's go take a look at the various activities held at temples around the island. The door to Fuxing Temple opened at midnight as many rushed inside in a bid to make the first offering. The winner this year was the man in the red sports outfit, who was also last year's winner at the Xiluo Temple located in Yunlin. Many temples nationwide hold similar contests according to the folk tradition, as the ones who make the first offering at the temple will enjoy a prosperous new year. A variation to the tradition, however, the Chaotian Temple in Beigang allows participants to wait by the incense burner during the countdown, allowing almost everyone to enjoy the privilege of making the first offering. Meanwhile, the designated National Historical Site of the 300-year-old Gongfan Temple, located in Mailiao, had to cancel their activities this year due to the renovation work. Instead, the temple handed out Taiwan's first historical site preservation bank book, which is said to bless the temple goers. Despite the rain, temples nationwide are receiving record numbers of devotees and visitors during the New Year period, who are eager to usher in the Year of the Dragon. A happy New Year to all our viewers around the world. Hope you're enjoying your New Year feast. I'm Yvonne Neddo. We'll see you same time tomorrow.